Hello, ScienceWith, I'm James, and welcome back to my lab. So in the last episode, I made a video about how to make copper chloride from ammonium chloride. And of course, you saw my lab space while I was doing it. So I thought, since the channel just started, why don't I do a lab tour? So, let's get started. Now the first thing you can see here is where I keep all my glassware. Some aren't particularly clean. Mostly it's just on the outside. The inside's pretty clean. It won't affect anything. It just looks rather bad. So, in front here I have my beakers. I have 50 mils, 100 mils, and 250 mils. I'm about to get a 400 milliliter beaker and a 1 liter beaker. Here is a little coin I electroplated to become copper. Here is my 75 milliliter evaporating dish. As you can see, I have some carbon on the bottom because my burner isn't exactly clean. Anyway, in back here I have all my flasks. So as you can see, I have two 250 milliliter flasks, one 50 milliliter flask, which again doesn't look very clean on the outside, but it's pretty clean on the inside, and a 150 milliliter flask. Same rule applies to that one too about cleanness. Here are my graduated cylinders. I have one 10 milliliter and one 100 milliliter. Here is the laboratory window. I also have a garage door, of course, but it's nice to have a little window, which isn't exactly clean. As you can see, there's a bunch of flies, which really get into my stuff. I actually found a fly in my copper carbonate powder. Paper towels, test tube rack. In the process of cleaning out last experiment. Here is where I do my reactions. It's 2 tiles. Okay, I had to shorten down my tripod because it was scraping against the wheels of my car. Here's my alcohol burner and stand. And then here's my little cup of utensils. I have glass stir rod, some thermometers, these kitchen scoops, a dropper. I have more droppers, but I just don't have them in there. And then I have my laboratory spatula and scoopula. I have my little squirt bottle of deionized water. I don't have any wash bottles, so I had to improvise. Up here is where I keep all of my chemicals. So up here is where I keep my neutral stuff, which includes ammonium chloride and some ammonium chloride solution that I want to try and recrystallize, since this is just laboratory grade and it isn't reagent grade. Here is a small amount of copper hydroxide. The only big thing I have planned for this is to make Schweizer's reagent, but nothing else besides that, so I probably won't make any more besides that. Up here, as you can see, I have copper sulfate, pentahydrate, and Epsom salt. I know what you're thinking. Why do I have gloves on? I'm not even doing anything. I just did an experiment, and I still have them on. Again, I want to recrystallize this too, because this is only 99% pure, and I want to make it 99.9% pure, because usually copper sulfate pentahydrate is a nice deep blue, but this one's a little bit lighter than it should, so. Up here, I have my bases and carbonates. So as you can see, I have baking soda. I have some basic copper 2 carbonate. I have some calcium carbonate that I got from mashing up some chalk. Here I have my acids, which is only 2 so far. Citric acid, which I use to make citrates, and acetic acid, 5% concentration, which I use to make acetates and to neutralize any bases. Over here I have my flammables. I'm awaiting some sulfur. Here I have some activated carbon. And then back here I have 91 and 70% isopropyl alcohol. Next over here I have my oxidizers, which at the moment is just hydrogen peroxide. I'm awaiting potassium permanganate. And someday I want to get silver nitrate too, but that stuff is like crazy expensive. But when I do get my hands on it, I want to precipitate silver metal, because, you know, I've never seen it in real life. I know. This is 3%, of course, that you can get at the store, and this is concentrated 6% that I concentrated myself. That's it for this side of the lab. Now, if we go over here, here's my cleaning station. As you can see, I have some funnels. I have a funnel that's drying off. I have this makeshift distillation apparatus that's drying off, as you can see there. And then here is my mess of a washing station. Here's what I like to call my dilution bucket, where I dilute stuff down. And of course, I got flies in it, like I said. They get everywhere. Here's my drying dish that I use to dry off powders. And here's my bigger funnel that doesn't fit in the drawer, so I usually just keep it here. Oh, hold on, I forgot. My drawers. So here is where I keep miscellaneous stuff, such as what is this? Gasoline lighter. Here's my test tube clamp for hot test tubes. I can also clamp my flasks with it, as you can see there, multi-purpose. Here is my 9-volt. I have another 9-volt. Here are my glove boxes. Here are my small size gloves that actually fit me. And here are the one size fits all that stupidly are the only ones that are being sold at my store. And those barely fit me, which you've seen in the last video. Here is where I keep my pH paper and wiring for electrochemistry. So here I have carbon rods, very cheap. I got them very cheap online. If you want to know where any of this stuff comes from, just leave a comment in the comments section. I'll get back to you. Here is a big thing of copper wire. I have a much bigger spool. Here is actually a very big fail. I don't even know why I still have this. As you can see, it's some wires with a little connection for 9-volt batteries. Well, I stupidly left it overnight to make sodium hydroxide, and this is what happened. There's not even a terminal on there. And of course I got my pack of pH paper. Down here is where I keep my funnels and mineral oil for some reason, for keeping oxygen away from stuff. Here is where I keep my metals, which at the moment is just aluminum metal, and copper wire, which isn't even in this bag. I want to get some powderized aluminum and some zinc, and someday in the future, maybe even some magnesium. Here is where I keep my empty bottles and stuff, which, again, at the moment is just this nice little dropper amber bottle. It's basically just a regular 30 milliliter amber bottle, but it has a little dropper in it. Very useful. Okay, so let's get back over here. And here are my solvents, which for some reason doesn't include acetone. I just have distilled water and deionized water. It's somewhere else right now. For some reason, I don't actually have acetone at the moment. I used to, but I don't now. I'm out. So, it's just water. When I do have acetone, I want to, laboratory, trash can. So, once I have acetone, I want to take a chunk out of this massive styrofoam block and, dissolve it for you guys. So, yeah. There's a box here with my, phone number and stuff, so. But yeah. That's basically it. That's my lab. It's nothing fancy. It's just a little garage thing. Oh, here I have, basically just random stuff. 2 empty, coffee cans for storing stuff that, won't go through them. And, this, which I thought was sodium acetate. I'm not sure right now, but for some reason, it gives off a really, really bad smell. So, I haven't really gone in there to, get rid of it. But yeah, that was my lab. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.